Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
We sincerely believe that a safer city translates into a stronger city.
That's right.
We're actually in one of the strongest areas in this city, South Patterson, a vibrant commercial corridor. And with this program that we're about to launch, it's going to become even more bustling. I want to thank the South Patterson Business Association for advocating so vigorously so that we could ultimately unveil this innovative program, which may be unprecedented. Using urban enterprise zone money to hire off-duty police officers to patrol our streets in one of our most successful business sectors in the city. So I'm really encouraged by the fact that this is a thriving area and that there are other sections of this city that can thrive just as well as this one is. Whether it's Park Avenue, 10th Ave, Vreeland Ave, anywhere in this city, we want to achieve success and we want people to feel safe, both the merchants and their customers. And so that's why it's a buoyant moment for us that we can unveil this long-awaited program, which is just one component of what we're looking to do. Because it's not only just about safe streets, it's about clean streets too. So that's a spoiler alert. Coming soon, the clean component of our commercial corridor initiative. At this time, to elaborate a little further, who's been working feverishly to get us to this point where we can hire these officers to patrol our streets is our Economic Development Director, Michael Powell.
Thank you, Mayor.
Go ahead, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Jerry. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Major Fife. Real team effort here. I'm just going to be relatively quick as we spell out the contours of the mayor's right. This is a very innovative approach towards utilizing our off-duty officers. I want to thank all the officers that are here as well for stepping up so quickly. They jumped to the cause over the weekend in order to step up and help with this initiative. To help our off-duty cops in all of our key commercial corridors throughout the city, as the mayor alluded to. And I want to thank Councilman Velez as well as our other council members because we have 6 posts, okay, one of which will be mobile. And as the mayor alluded to, it's downtown, several different downtowns, South Patterson, People's Park, Park Avenue, Market Street, and floating all around based on what the needs will be. And one of the things I was talking to the officers about before we got started is this is also designed to be a listening tour as the officers are walking in the different beat patrols. They're going to be engaging different businesses and business members in terms of what they're seeing on the street so that we can be adaptive and also change our strategies should we need to. Because as we know, crime moves, and we want to be able to have that presence be specifically significant in all of our commercial corridors. And as the mayor alluded to, the South Patterson area, obviously he used to be the councilman here as well, so it has a fond place in his heart, and it's very bustling, and we need to make sure that we maintain that. People are traveling from Pennsylvania, from Washington, D.C., from Delaware, coming here just to shop and to experience this unique Patterson commercial area. And I think it's a testament to the community, it's a testament to the uniqueness of Patterson, and I can't wait to get my falafel sandwich for lunch. So, but again, Mayor, thank you so much for your leadership. I have some information should anybody want in terms of the different corridors, and Major Fife, thanks for moving so quickly. Really appreciate it. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Michael's right. I did represent this area for 10 years as a councilman, and it does have a fond place in my heart and also in my stomach. That's right, Michael. And quite frankly, we refer to this area as the halal, affectionately refer to this area as the halal meatpacking district. Because Mike is right. It is a desirable destination for dining. Patterson is a city of gastronomy.
Yes.
So we're known for our multicultural cuisine, not just here. So when you're talking about 10th Avenue, you have Jamaican restaurants and Dominican restaurants. And when you're talking about Park Avenue, you still have that same dynamic, especially with Dominican restaurants. And on Union Avenue, you have Bengali restaurants that are emerging as well. And here you can see also more jewelry stores are opening up. So now we're becoming the diamond district of New Jersey. So you're going, that's right, Dr. Zena, thank you for joining us. You have doctor's office as well, but ultimately the common denominator is the fact that people want to feel safe when they come to the city and want to spend money and spend some time with their families. And so as alluded to earlier, we want to thank Major Fred Fife, our officer in charge, for helping us accelerate this process so that we get to this point where the merchants can start seeing more of a police presence on the part of our off-duty officers patrolling these commercial corridors. That is the officer in charge at this moment. We'd like to hear from Major Fred Fife.
Major.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and
Thank you for your leadership. I think the mayor's right. This is a buoyant moment for the city of Paterson. I am humbled, honored to be here today with you all on behalf of New Jersey Office of the Attorney General, Matt Platkin. This is a tremendous day for the citizens of Paterson. Not only for the citizens, but also for our business owners and for the men and women of our police department who are depicted behind today. I'm very proud of the officers of the Paterson PD. This influx of state funding is going to give us the opportunity to do a couple things. We're going to be able to deploy police officers in areas of urban economic development, a zone where officers can go and, like Mr. Powell said, meet and greet with merchants, have encounters that are not adversarial in nature, but give us the opportunity to pursue the top priority of the Paterson Police Department, which is to build and maintain public trust. Encountering citizens not in a time of crisis, but during a time of commerce, during a time when they could stand next to each other and talk and develop those relationships, which we often know extend for years and years and years. So we're very proud of this. This is a tremendous opportunity for the Paterson to be safer, and I think to coincide with the mayor's vision to be sustainably more prosperous. Police department is very excited about this endeavor, and personally I am very honored to stand shoulder to shoulder with the women and men of the Paterson PD who go out there every day and do some very courageous things. This will give them the opportunity to be even closer with the community and can pursue that goal, which is our number one goal of being one with the community. So thank you all and God bless.
Yeah, good job. Very good. Now, I want to echo some of the salient sentiments that were raised by Major Fife. We want individuals to interact with our police officers not in a time of crisis, but in a time, like you stated, of commerce, when you're looking to engage in transactions, legal transactions, in the city of Paterson. And yes, small businesses are the backbone of our economy. And so as they go, so goes the city. And so we want them to have an opportunity to prosper in a city they're making an investment in. Because ultimately, we want people to get that return on the investment, whether it's that individual who's behind the counter or the individuals on the other side of the counter as well. At this time, no stranger to this section of the city or anywhere here in Paterson, who is the former Passaic County Sheriff and currently our Public Safety Director, Jerry Spezial.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You know, exactly what the Major said. This is really, truly about building trust and legitimacy and making a safer city. You know, I don't want to date myself, but I think back to the mid-'80s when I was a New York City police officer, and they started with CPOP, which was Community Policing on Patrol. So I see that as an extension of that, bringing that back, having police officers deployed where they're needed, so that, like the Major said, it's not only when there's a crisis, it's having that cup of coffee. It's meeting with somebody and shaking their hand during a good time, so that we build that trust and legitimacy and we make a safer city. So I look forward to this endeavor and I support it 100%. Thank you very much.
And Director, for the record, you probably get the best cup of coffee here somewhere on Main Street on Palestine Way. Am I right, Deputy Mayor Rado? Let's give him a round of applause. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully with that cup of coffee you get some hummus. There is Al Basha in your future there, Major Fife, I promise. He is. He said he's eager to see what everybody's been talking about, raves from here to California to Palestine, wherever it may be. At this time, I want to call forward a member of the legislative body. As you know, both branches have to work together to make sure our vision manifests. And so we have a partner in positioning Paterson for progress on the City Council, who will also benefit from the fact that he was able to advocate for this program to have foot patrols on Park Avenue in his ward. So ladies and gentlemen, the representative from the 5th Ward, Councilman Luis A. Velez.
Action!
What's A stand for? Tell the information.
Assisting.
Assisting, okay. Or advocacy, or yes, there's autism.
I'm going to tell you why you're assisting. So, I'm happy because this is what is collaboration.
Yeah.
When we noticed that the funding was coming in. We challenged the administration to add more posts. That's why Park Avenue, Market Street, and 10th Avenue is included. Not only that, because we know we need funding, we requested to add more money to it. And not only that, the first meeting that I had with this gentleman on my side, Mr. Mayor, right? Major, sorry, Mayor's in this one over here. Sorry, it's like, I'm trying to promote you. In that public safety meeting, that this grant was approved, that we already approved it through the council, that we need UEZ to release a fund for be able to use and utilize our police officers. I say assisting because we could assist our business owners and we could assist our neighborhoods. And it's a good thing that this is part of collaboration with engagement. And I believe our police officer, I never had a doubt of the way that my police officer in the city of Patterson works, the leadership of it. So saying that, if you see them out there, say thank you to them. If you see them out there, report whatever you see. Our city could do better if you observe and report. If you observe and you sit down home, that's not my problem, then we got an issue. But this is a problem that belongs to us. Safety is ours, and safety have come to Patterson. The director said that when he was a police officer in New York, what was the name of it? CPOP? CPOP. So safety had popped out in Patterson. So thank you. And thank you, men and women from the police department. Let's give them a round of applause. Without you guys, I cannot sleep in peace. Thank you.
And I can't underscore it enough. We're very proud of the men and women that stand behind us.
Yeah.
We're behind you as well. So, a few years ago, when COVID-19 introduced itself into our lives and into our world, one of the hardest parts was having non-essential businesses close, whether it was a restaurant, a retail entity, or a barber shop. And so some of them have been able to recover, and some have not. And we have to do what we can within our power to make sure that they continue to rebound and they achieve success here in our city. And his uncanny knack for being on time is almost apropos. We've just been joined by a small business owner who we'd like to hear a few words from, Mr. Jimmy Nuri. He was late, but he's right on time because he knew that he was going last to punctuate this press conference. Jimmy.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Good morning. I guess we're talking about the improvement of this area.
And the patrols.
The patrols, yes. We made amazing progress in such a short time. The response of the Patterson Police, Sheriff Department, so on and so forth was amazing. Never seen anything like that in my life, how they jumped on this area and made it safe again. Where we made decisions to reinvest into this city where at one point we were doubting ourselves. What happened after that, I have no clue. But as of today, this is a much better neighborhood. We welcome people with confidence now. I know these individuals for many, many years, 45 years, and they really stepped up their game. And I know it will continue that way because it's just getting better from here on. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
I'm Andre Say, and I approve that message. Thank you. So, in summation, once again, like we've stated before, we want to do what we can to help small businesses, but we also want to do what we can to help people have a favorable experience whenever they come to Patterson to spend money and spend some time. And so as we try to put the finishing touches or turn the page on the pandemic, we understand we still have work to do. So Mike Powell, I want to particularly point out the fact that you have been adamant about getting us to this moment, and thank you for your leadership with this Urban Enterprise Zone Clean and Safe initiative. Thank you, Mike, and there is more to come. Major Fife, thank you for accelerating this, and Director, your steadfast support as well. And Councilman, it helps to have somebody upstairs on the 3rd floor, who's issuing a clarion call for an initiative like this. So ladies and gentlemen, like I stated before, public safety in Patterson is a priority. And prosperity is a priority for all who are involved and all who are invested. Because it ultimately is as easy as this. If you have a safer city, you have a stronger city. Thank you very much.
Good job, everyone.